Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and welcome to a sold-out Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City, New Jersey for tonight's main event. 12 rounds of heavyweight action between these two great warriors. Gonzalez's ring walk, something special in the air. You can just sense it out of him. He's really keyed in for this one. You can see it as he makes his walk to the ring.
Guys, listen up. Let's have a good, clean fight. All right, touch him up. Let's go.
The opening bell of this scheduled 12-rounder here. A much-anticipated fight. Round one underway. Many may believe that in a matchup like this, power puncher versus power puncher, that he who has more power wins. But in a way, is it as simple as saying he who has more fundamentals wins?
Yes, absolutely. He who has a missile to get that bomb to the target, he's going to win.
Good way to protect the midsection. And a well-placed counter by Bad Intentions. This is great action right from the start. What an opening round between these two. Right back to it upstairs. Very clever move there. A little defense turns to offense. The counter punch by Bad Intentions. Oh, he took some damage, but he gave some back with the right hand. Oh, good stuff there. Two in a row by Gonzalez. You know, we only show up when it's time to watch them do their thing for the fight. But they're really working at it day in and day out just to make weight. What's so tough about making weight in boxing?
Well, to weigh you down, I mean, it takes discipline. And all of a sudden, it allows you a trail of excuses, because now you can start to say, well, gee, you know, I didn't do this, you know, it's the drudgery of it, and it's the consistency of it. When you have to stay at a weight, and you have to watch that weight, you have to balance it where you're also going to be able to have a physicality when you get in the ring. You don't want to be weak, so you want to get that right balance where you're disciplined, you get the weight down, but you don't lose that physical edge.
Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Last 10 seconds of this first round. Nice strike after catching one by Gonzalez. Round comes to an end, and that's one of those rounds, Teddy, that just takes on a certain style, a certain characteristic, and that was a busy one.
Yeah, it was a busy one. Look, Joe, you don't have to look for these guys. They're right there in front of you.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think sometimes you just get those rounds where it all happens?
Because of styles. You know, styles make fights. In this case, you're seeing proof of that right there. Both guys that are aggressive, both guys that are very confident.
Able to dismiss his opponent's shot. Oh, and he is hurt after that series of punches.
He needs to start moving that head.
Wow, great action right from the start. Hey, I don't know that they can keep up this pace, but if they do, what a night we got ahead of us.
Yeah, we're getting tired just watching this early part.
Combo lands to the head. There's a taste of the sweet science. You see the skill he has in counterpunching.
And you know what he's doing is taking his opponent's jab away.
The tactical game paying off. You can see the counterpunch.
Yeah, you see the counterpunch, but you know what I see? I see a little tentativeness now in him because he's afraid to let anything go because when he misses, bang, it gets caught.
Well-placed counterpunch by Bad Intentions. He is very much being tested here, even though he's likely up on the scorecards. He's getting a real test.
Yeah, Joe, a test that will serve him in the future. If he goes on to win this fight, which I think he will, he's going to take what he learned here today, what he gained here today, and it's going to serve him as he moves forward in his career.
Able to cover up that gut. Blocks away that headshot. Throws a counterpunch there. What a chin. Can you believe the shots this guy's absorbing?
And more importantly, can his opponent believe it? You know what? You want to hit a guy, so you figure that that's a good thing, that's an encouraging thing. This is a case where his opponent might get discouraged just by seeing his guy take those kind of shots.
Oh, very nice. Smart counterpunch there.
Yeah, that's beautiful. You make the guy miss, you make him pay.
So the round comes to an end. Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas sitting with you ringside. I know you had a very busy week before you flew here out to broadcast this fight, doing your charitable contributions back in Staten Island with the Dr. Theodore Atlas Foundation. Holy cow! Gonzalez is in a bad place right now. He was tagged. He is in a real bad spot right now. Maybe a punch or two and he could be on the deck. Oh boy, he's got to get right to the inside, just go bear hug this guy.
Either that, Joe, or maybe as big a long shot as this might be, his opponent now is coming in there not worrying about him at all. And he's leaving himself a little bit open. Maybe he can land a bomb. He can land a lucky shot.
Scoring well with that combination by Bad Intentions. Gonzalez is doing a good job of putting his punches together. His opponent's got to be wondering, how do I stop this?
Well, right now, you made a good point there because right now his opponent is wondering too much. You know, he's just busy blocking the punches, wondering about the combinations he's not getting off.
Good looking counterpunch.
Stay away from the inside. Lead him to the punch.
Coming to the halfway point of this third round.
Keep your hand up.
After catching one by Gonzalez. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Good looking counterpunch. Tommy Morrison's done a really nice job of being able to land that back power hand. He's coming in with that straight punch, and really scoring well.
Yeah, well, he's getting a little bit of help because his opponent keeps leading with hooks in front. The old timers would always say, don't lead with a hook from too far in front because the straight punch will find its way inside it.
There's a taste of the sweet science. You see the skill he has in counterpunching.
And you know what he's doing? He's taking his opponent's jab away.
So here we are, a new round underway, and in that last round, he got tagged. He got hit pretty hard, Teddy.
Yeah, he did. He got caught. Now, the first thing is, we all know he got caught, but why did he get caught? He has to be able to decipher that in his head. He has to be able to have the answer to that so it doesn't happen again.
He gives as well as he takes. You saw it on that exchange. Oh, he just misses with that headshot. He comes back with the left hand again. Gonzalez's strategy has been to control things on the outside. And the jab fits perfectly into it.
Yeah, what it's done is it's set up his defense. He's kept his opponent defensive, kept him off balance, off stride, and it's also set up his power shots whenever he's wanted to.
Able to counter that attack. Right back at him with a left hand. 90 seconds to go in round number 4. Good job staying away from the danger there. Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own. Able to cover up that gut. Good looking counter punch.
Off the rope, off the rope.
Swiftly able to turn defense into offense. Nice counter punch.
And what you're noticing here is his opponent is starting to be a little wary of letting his jab go because every time he jabs, he gets caught.
We come to the end of the round. A round that I'm having a tough time trying to think about who won. I can only imagine what the judges are thinking about. Teddy, if there's one thing you look for in a round like that and say, okay, I'm going to give it to this guy over this guy, what is it?
Well, the first thing is, if I'm a judge, I take a little notepad and I make a little mark down, blue or red corner, what he did early. Because sometimes a judge has a tendency to forget what was done early and only go with what went late.
They are bringing out the best in each other. I mean, you can just tell when they meet up in the middle of this ring, they're bringing out the best in each other. And now we got a fight. He fires back a right hand of his own. And you see he turned defense into offense, comes back with the counter punch.
And that's exactly what he brings to the game. He makes you miss, he makes you pay, and he makes you think twice about throwing a punch later on.
It is unbelievable how this fight is being fought. Both guys unwilling to stop. One guy goes at it, the other guy meets him punch for punch.
Well, you've heard it before. You've heard the term used, one day at a time to deal with something very difficult. Well, this is one round at a time. That is the only way these fighters, these warriors, could deal with this kind of pace.
Gonzalez is doing a nice job being comfortable on the outside. I would assume there has to come a point in this fight where he has to make the commitment to throw the power punches. It's hard to envision a way he's going to win this fight without going down that road.
He doesn't have the confidence to do it. I don't know if he's mentally strong enough to do it. I think he's worried about throwing hard at the guy because maybe in his mind that means the guy will throw hard back at him.
Had his target in mind, but just missed. It's been 2 minutes of non-stop action. Now the final minute has arrived. Oh! Gonzalez is hurt by a big shot.
Come on, work it out.
This is why we love the sport, Teddy. I mean, this is just back and forth action nonstop.
Well, Joe, when special events have happened in history, you remember where you are. Right now, I'm going to remember where I was during this fight. I'm watching a special epic right in front of me.
Glad to be here doing it, too. What a war this is. Come to the end of this round. Teddy, a round in which maybe a lot of trainers don't like to see because it was a very busy round for both guys.
Well, it depends what kind of style, what kind of strength your fighter has, or even what kind of weaknesses. If I had a guy who likes to box, who likes to counterpunch, I want a guy coming at him, not with a lot of TNT in his gloves, but coming forward where my guy is well suited. He can pick him off a little bit.
Gonzalez is doing a great job right there on the inside, smartly landing shots. Teddy, you've been in this spot before as a trainer. Your fighter gets rocked, and then you got to make a decision. Do we stick with the game plan, the style, the way that we were, or do we make a complete adjustment? Which way do you go?
Well, the first thing is obviously you make sure the guys are right to send them out there. Then when you send them out there, you better send them out there with something. You know, you don't send the guy out into the cold with no coat on, so you better send them out there with some advice. You definitely make a change so he can feel confident that it's not going to happen again. You make an adjustment.
And you can see he's done just that. Good-looking counterpunch. Reaching the halfway point of round number 6. Good block by Bad Intentions. Blocks that belt line well. They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. That was a miss by Bad Intentions. He got rocked earlier in this fight. I don't see him changing much up, Teddy. Would you be advising him that now is time for an adjustment?
Well, you have to have a plan B, maybe even a plan C when you come into it. Maybe he doesn't have one. Now, if he doesn't have one, you're not going to tell him to start changing up because then you're basically saying, I don't know what to do, but, you know, we're in trouble.
And you see he turned defense into offense, comes back with the counterpunch.
And that's exactly what he brings to the game. He makes you miss, he makes you pay. And he makes you think twice about throwing a punch later on.
Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Had his target in mind, but just missed. Well, as that round comes to an end, it gives us a moment to kind of reflect on this overall fight. And Teddy, my thoughts are pretty clear-cut. This is the kind of fight that just takes on a personality of its own. This is an all-out war.
Yeah, this is kind of like watching a guy who's not on a budget. You know, he's spending with both hands. You know, when he goes home, he's going to have no money in his pockets. And when this fight is over, these guys are going to have nothing left in the gas tank, and it's probably not going to a decision.
Let's get on that swelling. Get on the swelling.
And we are underway for what is the second half of this fight. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Gonzalez has been stunned. He's having a much better round here. Earlier, we saw him being outworked, but right now, he's the one getting to work.
Yeah, well, you know, you go out to a restaurant, you have a half dozen half-shell clams, you might get a tummy ache. Well, he's been eating a lot of left hooks. I don't know if he has a tummy ache, but he figures right about now he wants to get rid of that indigestion. And the best way, start attacking.
Gonzalez is doing really well on the outside, utilizing his jab. He's just having his way on the outside against the guy that can't afford to stay there.
No, he has to find a way to get inside. I have a little advice for him. Start moving your head and start working your way in without catching the punches on the way in.
Two-punch combo by Bad Intentions. Good-looking counterpunch. Tommy Morrison starting to bleed from the nose. Good block. Fine fundamentals, good counterpunch. Right back to the work up top. He's doing a really nice job here on the outside. He's staying safe. He is away from his opponent's danger zone, but yet he's able to accomplish things offensively.
Yeah, he's getting full extension on his punches is what you're basically saying, Joe. He's doing a good job of that. If he threw his punches from a little too close, he would get time. So he's making sure he's at the right place when he first gets those punches moving.
Oh, that's gotta hurt. Gonzalez is almost out of it there. He was stunned. It's like a light switch just went on. All of a sudden, he's the aggressor now.
Well, it's like your parents came in the room and they put that switch on. His corner, not his parents, told him, get on this guy.
Oh, an armor-piercing hook to the body by Gonzalez. The end of the round has arrived. And now an opportunity for the trainer here to get his hands on his guy. His guy just got tagged pretty good there. And when he looks into his eyes, what is he looking for?
Well, first of all, he's looking to see whether or not his guy is still there. You know, he got stunned pretty good. And then what he has to do is make sure his guy is listening to him and telling him, hey, look, you got caught. You've been caught before. This is the way we can fix it. This is what you got to do to correct things.
Blocks that punch. Well, you could see what he wanted to do there, but unable to land that body shot. Lands the counter. What a fight. What a great, great, non-stop action fight this has been.
Stay away from the inside. Lead him to the punch.
Gonzalez is just being smart on the outside. And there he counters back against his opponent. Bad intentions. His opponent is saying to himself, I can't believe this. Every time this guy throws, it seems like he lands. He's very judicious with his work.
Yeah, and that's not by accident. You know, that's his temperament. He has that kind of temperament. If you went out with the guy, you talk to the guy, you know, he thinks before he says things. He doesn't just, you know, let his mouth go. He doesn't just let his hands go. He lets them go when he thinks he should.
Solid counter punch by bad intentions. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Gonzalez. Blocks that punch. Blocks that belt line well. The end to another very entertaining round in what has been a very entertaining fight. A fight where there's just bad intentions. The fight that just doesn't have the feel of a fight that's going to be a decision win for somebody. Looks like somebody's going to get stopped.
Right from the beginning, they've been fighting with desperation. Like, going the decision, as you just touched on, has not been in their minds at all.
Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Lands the counter. Every gym's got one of those double-ended bags, right? They give you the movement. You got to hit that moving target, work on your accuracy. He's making it so that his opponent never had to work on one, Teddy. He's just sitting right there, right in front. No head movement whatsoever.
No, not at all. He didn't have one in his gym, that's for sure, because he just does not know how to move his head. The old timers would say he gets insulted if you miss him.
Good defensive skill. Scores with the combo to the head. Blocks the headshot. Oh, and there you go. Tommy, oh, that's gotta hurt. Tommy Morrison's on the canvas. He goes down. Our first knockdown of this fight.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
That is it. This fight is over. Gonzalez is gonna have his hand raised by way of KO. The 10 count reached. His opponent out. He's the victor. Gonzalez is your winner by knockout.
I feel like I just read a book. You know, I know a little bit more about this guy now.
That does it from ringside for Teddy.